Hey guys, Nick here again. I wanted to make this video real quick to talk to you about a guy whose videos I've been watching. His name's David Wilcock. His website's called divinecosmos.com. He presents a lot of information about ascension, what he believes will be happening in 2012, and the main reason we exist. I've always been a questioner. I've always questioned things, and I've always questioned why we're here on Earth. And I obviously still don't have a definitive answer. But what has brought me peace is loving myself unconditionally and trying to love the world in that manner. David Wilcock, in one of his, I forget which documentary it is, but he talks about how, first of all, he talks about climate change and how he doesn't believe that it's just Earth that's going through a climate change. And he changes the climate change to an energetic change. And what he says is every planet right now is going through an energetic change on the countdown to 2012. And he believes that it's a transformational period and it's going to be a golden age. Now, to blindly follow this guy, I don't say to do that, but I believe in this guy. I don't have any reason to doubt him. I've always, that part of me that's always questioned things, and the part of me that led me to his videos leads me to believe he's telling the truth, or at least it's opening me up and to question more things. And to sit here and negate his information and his research just because it goes so far out of the ordinary and because it's so far beyond the extremes of what a lot of people think. I think a lot of people have have a limited perception of life in their mind. I'm breaking through that now. But one thing he presents is he talks about our DNA and how scientists for years deemed that our DNA was just junk DNA. But that, to me, that's just redonkulous. But because why would it be in our body if there was no use for it? But he says what's going on, this energetic change that is occurring, it's transforming our DNA. And he says there's our DNA code. He says I don't know, forget exactly how he says it, but our DNA code, if you look in the universe, if you look at space, our DNA code is made up the same as it is in the universe. So if the universe and all the planets are going through an energetic change, how is it possible? Wouldn't there be a possibility that we too are going through an energetic change? And I don't know if you've ever had this feeling, or this feeling of the life force. When something, you get inspired, you have this tingling going up your spine. And I personally did not know what this was. I mean, I've had this. From what I've researched, there's chakras in our body and energy centers. And what's going on is there's being energy transferred from chakras. And that's what the tingling sensation is, going up or down our spines in certain situations. I just believe that there's more to us than our human body. And I believe that we should just naturally question everything. I was led to David Wilcock, and it's weird how I found it. I was just on Google and I accidentally found it. I actually don't even remember how I exactly found him, but I recommend you go to his website, divinecosmos.com, and look for his videos. They're hosted on YouTube. And if you don't believe what this guy says, that's fine, but I just want you to have all this information for yourself and to be able to watch it, because you're not going to get this on CNN, you're not going to get this on Fox News, and even if you did, it would immediately, this type of information would be pushed away and deemed false, or it would be deemed false. I do like David Wilcock, and I believe he has charisma in presenting the way he does. He has videos where he talks about his story, and he talks about stuff like the fourth dimension and time space and space time and stuff like that. And I've always, until recently, I've been into metaphysics. I mean, I recently got into metaphysics, and it just talks about the books I read about metaphysics. It talks about how everything is merely energy, and through our vibrational patterns, through what we emit by our emotions, and we put out certain frequencies and certain vibrations, and that's what we experience in our physical existence. It may sound out there to you. You don't have to buy this. I believe it, but you don't have to. But I feel you should know this stuff. And another thing he says, not he says, but on metaphysical level, energy can never be created or destroyed. If we're energy, and we can never die because we cannot be created or destroyed. It's just when you start to look at that, and he also presents something. He says something really profound. He says, if energy can never be created or destroyed, there's a possibility that what the breath someone took 6,000, 5,000 years ago, I'm throwing that number out there of years. I don't remember what year he said, how many years, but he said, if somebody breathed 5,000 years ago, energy can never be created or destroyed. Breath is a form of energy, as all things are. Then, you've potentially breathed the same air someone did 5,000 years ago. A lot of people have this scarcity mindset, like there's lack. But if things can never be created or destroyed, there's no such thing as lack. Because there's something in the past that something that occurred in the past that would lead you to believe the scarcity. It's only set forth in your mind. It's not real because there's only abundance. Nothing can be created or destroyed, so there's no such thing as scarcity. I know a lot of what I'm presenting may be out there. You don't have to buy it. And on another level, he talks about our pineal gland, which is basically the master gland of our entire body, and it regulates our energetic flow and things like that. And he thinks that what's occurring is our pineal gland is going to be reawakened. There's a guy, an Indian, HRM, solarhealing.com. He talks about looking directly at the sun, and you do it at certain times because it's safe that way. There's no UV rays and there's no damage can occur to your eyes. I'm not telling you to do this, but if you want to, look up solarhealing.com, look for more information. This guy has lived, I don't know how many years he's lived off sunlight, but purely sunlight and no food he's lived off of. Now that sounds crazy, but I believe it. And there's another guy, Jericho Sunfire, you can look him up. He's a breatharian, meaning he lives purely off breath. He may drink water, I'm not sure on that, but I know HRM drinks water, buttermilk, and tea. But HRM says that through solar healing, through sunlight gazing, we reawaken our pineal gland and the ability to utilize our life force, our chi energy, to live the way we want, to mutate energy, to transfer energy in a way that helps us live our lives the way we want to. For the most part, I've been doing this, and I'm going to be continuing to go sun gazing. And like I said in all my videos, I'm more likely to believe what an individual says over the mass perception of what is believed. Because there's so many things that have been believed that have been proved deemed false later. I don't know, I'm just that type of person that is more likely to believe the individual. This is just my rant. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you soon.